everybody, and welcome to the June 2019 Add-ons Show and Tell meeting. We've got a lot of we got a lot of people here today, so I think we can go ahead and get started. We're going to start first with our contributor, Artem, who has built this really cool thing that he's going to show to us today. And Artem, go ahead and share your screen and take it away.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Artem. So I'm going to present my screen. So please notify me if you can see it. Nice. So today I will explain you the tool and present you the tool we've built together at Trio. It's performance service. I partly helping it with some open source stuff and other. So we've built the tool called XtHouse to analyze the impact of the browser extension on the web performance. So the idea just jumped up in my mind while I was just analyzing performance via Lighthouse for the page, but not in incognito mode, but with used extension Grammarly for helping me with my spelling in English, and I noticed interesting behavior that it's adding additional work to the main thread. So it was our starting point before the new year, I suppose. So we started to dig into this idea to kind of analyze what else can be added, which extensions, how to analyze it, and etc. So we built XtHouse, the CLI tool. We can just pass the extension. It's a Chrome extension. I will explain a bit later. And we run, for example, 3 runs or whenever 1 run in default for the default page to grab all measurements, and we install extension and then measure one more time. They're independent runs, so they have no connection between each other, but the data we compare later, get if it's several runs, we have median values and get the data between work which was added additionally. So it's kind of generated this report. I suppose some of you experienced with Lighthouse and its fancy reports. So we kind of using Lighthouse under the hood, so to also build similar stuff. So it looks kind of like the web page, yeah. And we just excluded all stuff and added only what we were interested in. It's long tasks and files added to be executed, additional stuff, the max potential feed. Some of you probably aware about this new metric. Folks train around and play with it and see the feedback, etc. And other stuff. So our runtime is a desktop because extensions on a desktop. So and we just slow down it in 2 times. So kind of it's about this setup. And if we continue, we analyzed top 10 extension from Chrome Web Store, and we also filtered them, just cutting off the extensions requires login or they are applied on special domains with a kind of special match for some special cases, and we just end up with 10 extensions. We just get 10 extensions which have 10 million users, plus we don't have actual number. Chrome Web Store doesn't provide it, but 10 plus, it's our number. And 3 of them, you see that they have influence, and that's kind of kind of bad, so we trying to push this idea. Also, Rick Viscomi noticed that for HTTP archive, folks, you also might know about that. HTTP archive kind of trying to accumulate and to provide the status of the web and all stuff, but it is kind of in encapsulated environment without any extension, so it's not related to any real user monitoring, but it's just doing synthetic monitoring. And since they have no extensions installed, so this kind of gap which was also underscored and highlighted. We also just happy that guys and folks just see it and see the problematic of the idea. And we did it's only in Chrome, but the idea that the web not only in Chrome, but it's also other browsers, and Firefox is close to get there to get those measurements. First of all, we thought that we just get Puppeteer for Firefox. It's really tuned up to do what we expected, but then we tried to install extension, and the repository Mozilla have WebEx also supports this stuff, so we combined them and installed. We thought that it will be our win. We will measure everything, but what we could measure just on load event, which was not kind of efficient for us. And what we used for our analytics was based on the long tasks, but long task API still not in Firefox. So I right now I'm trying to connect with other people and to get the feedback from the community and maybe some help to just the priority of this API. So probably it can be just prioritized better, so we can have it for Firefox, and we can just do this kind of measurements and to know the state of the add-ons for Firefox, at least to say that users in Firefox has no influence at all or has smaller influence, and Firefox handle it better or whatever. So we can say that users in a good shape in different environments. I know that Firefox cares about the privacy and the performance. I think it might be the one. So that's why I'm super excited to be part of the community and present to you some stuff. I might take more time. That's So long tasks in Firefox, that will be super awesome. And the related issues, discussions you can find. So it's Firefox issue to implement non-task API already in Bug Tracker. It was assigned, I don't know, about 2 years ago. So I opened Discourse discussion about XtHouse in Firefox. So if you can open the forum and leave your feedback or whatever. And we also created an issue for XtHouse to support the Firefox. We already have all our work in separate branch. Today I saw that WebEx also released 3.1 version. This is awesome. It supports already from the box, so I can just drop my fork branch and use update dependency from the latest WebEx. That's awesome. So yeah, that's it. I would be super happy to hear your feedback, to hear your thoughts, and what we can do to make the web faster, to measure stuff and other ideas. So super open to that. Thank you. And you can find also XtHouse on a GitHub. So I can just share a link on the chat. I'll do it later, and I'll share the presentation itself, so you just can also open links and other stuff or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. from my side. Thank you for listening to me. Sorry, I can hear you.
You are muted, Caitlin.
Sorry about that. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, does anyone have any questions for Artem?
That looks great, Artem. So you are using any specific API from Chrome, like the Juggler protocol is something that you use?
Yeah. We used it because the Puppeteer just works with it better. We spoke with Andrei, who's the maintainer of the Puppeteer, so he recommended to use that.
Great. Has been already merged in Firefox, that part. I remember that when you wrote the PR for WebEx, it was like a branch on GitHub. Has been merged back in Firefox. We can use it by just including the new option, or we still need a separate build?
You mean Juggler?
Yeah.
I will ask Andrei. I will talk to him. So if probably he just can come to Mozilla, and probably from the Google side it will be faster to have it in Firefox. Conversation will go faster from that side.
Anyway, great work, and thank you a lot for adding the new option to the WebEx tool.
Yeah, and nice to meet you in kind of in person, and thank you for reviewing my stuff and for the comments and all this other stuff.
Absolutely, it was great. Likewise.
I just wanted to also say thanks. That looks great. It's something we had actually tried to do in Firefox quite a while ago for the add-on side, to try to like automatically gauge the performance of each add-on, and it was pretty difficult, and we didn't really continue to do it. But things are, I think, a lot better now. So this looks really promising.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. And the product, there's a new product manager for performance in Firefox. So I shared your discourse post with him, and he's interested. So I'm hoping that can loop back with him and see what his goals are for the next half of the year, and see if this somehow plays into some of the work that's already been slated for that. So hopefully we'll be able to follow up soon.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you. So we also talked with guys from Chrome Web Store, and Kumar, I might be mistaken. So they also were interested, but they also overloaded to add in this to the Chrome Web Store. Also, as you mentioned, for add-ons, so it will be really great to show exactly users. So if you install this extension, so you might experience some performance downsides from the site. So be careful. Yeah.
That's exactly what we wanted to do. Like originally, when we were trying to spin up like a kind of farm of virtual machines to do this, it was the whole goal was like, oh yeah, you'll be on AMO, and right before you install the extension, you might see like a warning, or maybe on the page where on the detail page or something, you might see a warning about it. And it was just difficult to get off the ground and kind of keep it maintained, so it didn't really go anywhere. But if I personally would like to see another kind of crack at that. If we had a good tool to work with, we could probably do it.
Yeah. That's why the long task API became not just the part of the performance API for the browser to allow users to build or use time to interactive polyfills or measure their performance, but it also allows to measure extensions performance, add-ons performance, and it's much bigger picture there. So. I tried to add polyfill. It won't work also. So everything is around long task API. So polyfill also rely on that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to move on to our next demo today. Thanks again, Artem, for sharing. So we're going to turn it over to Luca now to talk a little bit about the WebEx release.
Sure. Just a tell for me. So new WebEx release with Artem new feature that is --arg clear argument that you can use to pass additional arguments to Firefox. That is great. And also we added support for --pref when you run Firefox for Android. That wasn't yet supported. And we updated the add-ons linter so that we have now schemas for the 68 and 67 APIs. 67, to be fair, doesn't have new APIs, just a fix on a privileged one. And a bunch of bug fixes, nothing big, but still useful. That's all. Next is William.
Yeah. Is there any questions for Luca before? Or? No?
Yes.
Go for it, Will.
Okay. Can you see my screen? So just a quick update on the AmoIn add-on. That's a very small web extension I wrote primarily for me and then for the rest of my team. And the aim of this web extension is to show a few data related to the AMO services. So you can look at the pop-up over there, and we see the environment and different information regarding AMO in prod. So the update I've made recently is the UI. It's slightly less ugly, but it also works with the code manager now, and it also works with the web extension workshop or extension workshop. And that's basically it. So now the tool is configurable, so I can easily add new environments, new services. We can see that with the extension workshop, there is no backend. So this is also supported. And I'm working on a patch on the add-on server, which is the AMO API, basically, to expose the waffle flags so that we, probably in this panel, we'll see over there, we'll see the list of waffles, which are feature flags, basically, for the API. And yeah, that's basically it.
Some pretty cool stuff. Any questions for Will? All right, cool. Does anyone else have anything that they'd like to share this week? We've got a little bit of time. Okay, then. Well, this was a really great meeting. Thanks, everybody, for sharing the awesome stuff you've been working on. We'll be meeting again next month. So our next meeting will for add-on show and tell, I think, will be July 25th. So mark your calendars, keep doing awesome stuff, and we'll see you in the future. Thanks, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.